Greetings, meatbags. It's Timbo Day. When we checked in on our Spud Dud to see what he was offering, we were not disappointed to find him still alive and well, living in delusions. For a guy who talked about being defamed and slandered on New Year's, he seems to have really gotten over it.
Where is Marty? Where's all these goobers? Where's all the goobers? Is it just potatoes? We have just potatoes here now. It's very good. That's strong. Lots of potatoes.
Yep, 4 whole potatoes are watching Timbo. Not exactly a packed house, but not empty either. Proceed with your streaming activities.
Tim is winning 10 days. Tim is... Well, I don't know if that's really a win, though, but
If you're not winning, then, by definition, you are losing. Or tying, we guess.
Instant mashed potatoes. Are they in the pantry? They aren't.
Subject change imminent.
Just potatoes. Yeah, that's good. So it's not really so much about the clothes I wear because, you know, that's the least of my worries, you could say.
Hey, we're just happy you have clothes. Doesn't matter what color or how long you wear them before changing. Clothes not only make the man, they make the people watching less grossed out, depending on the clothes themselves.
Not that I have worries, because I don't really have worries. You know, that's why I don't really care about the things that people say.
Bullshit detected!
Really, Timbo? That is some major league bullshit if we've ever heard it. You flipped out when we said you acted like a jerk at a bar, while showing footage of you acting like a jerk at a bar. And let's not forget this little New Year's Day gift either.
By the way, he can hurt me, by the way, with all the things that he does. Just so you know, that everything that he does is not unmeaningful. Everything he does is hurtful. Defamation and slander is hurtful. So, just want to say that.
We could probably make a volume, over an hour long, of video showing you to be very concerned with the things people say about you. And if we include discussion of the tree and what people there might have been saying about you, it could be a few hours long at least. Timbo, you might as well be the avatar of Narcissus.
But, that being said, though, I don't think life is really much about the shirt. Life is more about, should we say, you know, if your environment is potato, that's a good thing. You know, that's a good sign.
If potato is supposed to mean simplicity, then it looks like you've certainly embraced the concept when it comes to your personal appearance. You don't even trim your mustache. And to be clear, that isn't meant as some kind of backhanded compliment. You do clearly give no fucks whatsoever about grooming and own it. We presume that is part of being potato, being, shall we say, natural.
If your environment is all potato, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And then you can go change your shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
No, you lost us there. We kind of assumed you'd already made your immediate surroundings potato. Thus, if that's your cue to start wearing clean shirts, you can start wearing clean shirts.
Gonna let them all down. But they had to wait in suspense.
Wait, what did he say? What's the audio level at? 5 times oversampling. Jesus, Timbo, speak up. Boosting more for replay.
You're gonna let them all down. But they had to wait in suspense.
Sounded like. You're gonna let them all down, but they had to wait in suspense. What an odd thing to say, especially in the context of what he was already talking about. Can't help wondering if he was reading Discord or talking to himself. Maybe a bit of both. Regardless, it seemed worth mentioning.
We had to show them the message. We had to show them we're gonna go 7 days or something like this, you know. Slightly below the record. but they had this feeling that it was gonna be broken, so they had some kind of story.
What the hell are you talking about, Timbo?
But we had to keep them waiting in suspense. I'm not just reveal to you and spoil. I'm actually, it's a spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, spoil suspense.
For those of you that are like next level, I'll tell you the shirt is gonna be changed before the event.
Event, you say? We know this is going to probably piss him off, but doesn't that phrasing sound a little ominous? When people trying to form cults start talking about events, our mind goes back to the likes of Jim Jones's White Knights or Charles Manson's witchy messages. Euphemisms for terrible things. The changing clothes part especially reminds the meatbag of the Heaven's Gate away team. They changed clothes first too. Oh, and their euphemism for what they did was advancing to the level above human, aka the next level.
It's not gonna be 10 days. For all of you who like, there's a drop here. I'll tell you the drop of information. It's gonna be changed on the 7th day. Then we're gonna put new clothes on.
Might just be time to get in touch with someone in Denmark to collect Timbo before he, shall we say, goes bad.
Much to the dismay of these people, they were waiting in suspense. So now they're and they had a couple of faces spinning around that. Yeah, you see. And so I was playing with 10 or 11 days. Now we're gonna change it. We're gonna change the paradigm. Now we're gonna change the shirt at day 7.
Day 7, eh? You know, that's a long time to wear a shirt, even for Raxo.
We have them spinning about the next thing after this disappointment.
Yes, the disappointment is palpable. Wait a minute, no it's not. We don't believe in you enough to be disappointed, Timbo.
So we know exactly where they are in the headspace and everything.
Oh, hey.
Does that make sense to you?
Kinda?
We had to let it simmer for another day or 2.
Gotta level with you, man. All you're doing is making us want to reach out to a Danish consulate about the potentially mad potato they've got stewing at home. You'd be surprised at just how many Danish consulates there are in the United States, Timbo.
Being clean feels nice, and a wise man once said, if you want to change the world, start on making your bed in the morning. Yeah, I like that. We made the bed the other day, so...
Looks like the point of the comment kind of flew over his head. The saying implies one should make their bed every day, not the other day. Unless he never sleeps in his bed and instead crashes there on the couch, which is also believable.
We're pretty good on that. And I think it's true. So, that's why we try to just do small things. Because, you know, if we could just change a little thing here and something there, and we can change people bit by bit or in any direction, then that's enough to make a big difference, I feel like sometimes.
Like, say, changing your shirt? Hey, snap out of it!
Maybe. I hope I inspire people to grow a little bit more than they otherwise would have.
To be fair, you just might be doing exactly that, Timbo. Folks see you, and probably more than a few of them say to themselves, I really don't want to end up like that guy. So if you want to see yourself as an inspiration for change, that doesn't seem unrealistic. Expecting people to follow you does seem highly unrealistic, though.
We are gonna sing some System of a Down. I know, I mean, I take people's time and spend them for entertainment and etc. So it is what it is, you know. A lot of it is waste in it, you know. But we also learn something and we have fun and we enjoy the journey, so.
Do we really?
I'm talking about stalking, right? I don't like, there's two of those, that's not enough for me. I see a lot of people, I'm feeling stalked right now, right? You couldn't give me one because you'd rather stalk me. So what are you doing in my life, you fucking fat piece of shit?
You didn't seem to be enjoying yourself much on that part of the journey.
It's not completely wasted.
Journey to nowhere.
I'm growing this good. I like that.
Enough said.
Appreciate that. I like a weed. Oh, that's not good. I don't know if that... You're growing wild and free. Alright. See Feeling nice makes you feel good. I call this dirty t-shirt theory. Yeah, I came up with it years ago. Wearing a dirty shirt feels bad and it affects your attitude. Well, that's an interesting theory, murderer. But what if there's a...
And his train of thought hit the wall. He liked the logic behind the message, how each little bit helps. But he's locked in on this shirt thing now. He can't change his shirt because he just said it coincided with some event.
What if there's an enlightened path?
Translation, I'm not gonna.
What if there's an enlightened t-shirt wearing path, you know? Well, you have to...
Fun fact, even if you're not sweating your ass off, your shirts get dirty. People, it turns out, are covered in bacteria and bodily fluids like sebum. These get into the fabric, where bacteria happily eat the sebum and grow. With them grow odors that don't smell too good. The enlightened path is clear. Choose clean shirts. If you care about the people around you anyway.
Celebrate the simplicity of life and counterbalance it with, you know...
Are those my creaking gears or his? His!
No, yeah. But what if there was like a middle way of t-shirt wearing, you know? It's like...
These are clothes, Timbo. Clothes. Items one wears to go out into society and provide a modicum of protection from the elements. They are not holy unless they have holes, and the concept of an enlightened t-shirt path is ridiculous, silly pants.
You shouldn't change it every day. I mean, unless you work hard, you sweat a lot, and then change it every day. But, you know, what if so-and-so... I mean, you could save water if you only...
You sure could, but you appear to have quite a few t-shirts, and as far as we know, Denmark has enough water to keep them clean. Also, think of it this way. What the hell is the point of showering if you're just gonna put dirty clothes on?
Do it every 3 days. Why is it that we can't smell other people? Why is it that... Like, I swear, when I go to the store, for instance, I go to other places, I can smell perfume and a lot of things all the time, and it just feels so chemical. It's like, no, sometimes I like it, right? Sometimes it's...
Well, that is kind of the goal, not forcing other people to smell your bacteria and sebum-covered dirty shirts. As you noted, some folks go out of their way to make sure they smell nice, at least nicer than festering bacteria and skin oil.
Just people do a lot of those things in a society, and I don't know if it has to be that way, you know. But I'm not saying that everybody should run around and smell and be disgusting and be like homeless people all the time, right?
What are you saying?
You know, it's good to have a public space where people respect each other in ways, but it goes both ways, right?
Sure, it goes both ways. Actually, there are at least 3 ways it goes. You've got folks who wear cologne and perfume, people who are simply clean, and then dirty people. It's a spectrum, kind of like autism.
Because, and it's not like there's anything wrong with neither, to me. Right?
Wrong.
We're with Matrix on this one, Timbo. If you stink when you go out into public, you're literally causing an odor nuisance wherever you go. Likewise, if you overdo the cologne, you can be an equally irritating olfactory experience. There is a balance, and it's not just one way or the other. Welcome to polite society. Been here long?
Like there's a field or a taste field or a certain sensational field where we can smell people and smell things and smell our surroundings, and it has an impact on our thoughts. So,
figured that out all by yourself, did you?
Like, I know, at least for me, when I smell people, because I don't wear perfume too often, but I like it though sometimes, but I just naturally don't too much. But for occasions, I put perfume on, right?
When was the last time you put on perfume, Timbo?
I wouldn't want to sit and smell like perfume in my own space.
What about B.O.? Want to smell like
ridiculous. That? I mean, I could, then it would keep me more grounded. It could help me keep me grounded, but also, like, it's like an extra thing. You don't need it. Does that make sense? So it's like, I understand I used to be more very caring about my exterior.
We noticed, check you out a few years ago.
Yeah, the government is so petty. I have had fucking death department come in here just because I was out barking at cars, because I get sick of it all the time, right? And I just go out and act erratic, right? Because sometimes I just can't take it anymore. I get mad and I can't take it. I go out, scream at cars, and then I get a fine, and then before you know it...
Trimmed mustache, buzz cut, but the beard still looks a tad bushy. This is a far cry from the Timbo of today. Timbo.
Appearance, right? I used to care about how people perceive me.
You still do.
Alright, see you later, murderer. I used to care more about how people would perceive me visually, right? Because, you know, I wanted to have many friends. I wanted to be popular.
You still do.
So I would put perfume on and you know, do my hair and get all kinds of...
And have you gained much popularity by changing your grooming habits? It sure doesn't look like it, and that's probably because your personality, especially when you get grumpy, drives people away. Smelling bad isn't going to make them come running back.
You know, make sure I was attractive.
Not on the inside.
But I don't know, you know, I feel like there's more. Potato, do you have a video of you when you went on Ralph's live stream and annihilated someone? Forgot who it was. No, I actually don't. I don't have the video clip of it.
Too bad, we'd have happily checked it out.
But I'm sure. Maybe it's out there somewhere, something like that.
In the moon device, right?
Could be. I don't know if that exists, though. Like, I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have a video clip like that, unfortunately. No. If only I had my whole life recorded. That only God knows. But my life is crazy.
Only because you make it that way, Timbo. You sit around expecting people to put up with your changing moods, vacillating between periods of unstoppable defiance and defeated self-pity. You just last week told us your mom is working overtime to support you in this pipe dream. You are going nowhere, and if you are to be believed, being supported by your mother while you're doing it. Sounds nuts to us?
I mean, I wish I could show you for recording, you know?
No, you don't.
Not that it was like the craziest. Just, it was a life. Yeah. So, how much of it?
And that was that. Timbo sat there for a bit, said he didn't have the requested video, then dodged karaoke requests for Linger by the Cranberries. Did you have to use your finger? Did you have to? Thank you for watching this. Have an excellent weekend.